Golf fan on your television. Nice to see beautiful grass this time of year when you're used to looking at this.
I got a technical question. I got a 2019 Ford F-150. I tried to get XM, a Sirius XM in. Made the deal yesterday, gave my credit card, VIN and everything, and they tried to send me the
Yeah.
It's
Just start my recorder.
Call the meeting to order. Please rise, commissioners, for the pledge and prayer.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we pray, O Lord God, we come before you in prayer, acknowledging the blessings of government and administration. You are a God of order, and have blessed us with the establishment of governing officials to provide civil harmony and concord. Be with us in this meeting. Give us strength and wisdom to pursue goals which please you. Grant us the courage to support those things which are right and according to your ordinances. For we ask it in Christ's name. Amen. Roll call, please.
yours. They got.
Luke Delaney,
Here.
Robert Presque,
Here.
Robin Hughes. Here. Joe Libby,
Here.
Robert Crook.
Here.
Let the record show all present. Approval of the agenda, any additions and deletions? I have a few.
Yeah.
Would be number 6. Would be equalization report. Number 7. Recycling contract, Emmett County. Number 8, Historical Society. I believe that's it. Oh, and number 9, nomination to EDC.
Number 8 was what again? I'm sorry.
Historical Society. Number 9, nomination of EDC member. Any other additions? Is there a motion?
I move that we accept the agenda as amended.
Support.
Yeah, motion support accept the amended agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Conflict disclosure. Does anybody have a conflict with anything that's on the agenda? Commissioners? Hearing none, we'll move on to the minutes of the March 27th meeting. I didn't get a chance to read them. We'll have to take a minute to go through these.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes as printed.
We have a motion support to accept the minutes. Of March 27th. Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Okay. Joe Libby,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Robin Hughes. Yes. Luke Delaney,
Yes.
Robert Presque.
Don't forget to let me make me sign that.
Yep.
Your copy. Okay. Motion's carried. Claims audit. Only made one copy, didn't we?
Yeah, everybody got a
I
copy.
know. What's with 1010 and telephone?
What's that?
What's with 1010 and telephone?
I guess they're still controlling the telephone.
Yeah,
$2,000 a month?
but, what's our new fellow's name?
Jason,
Jason. He's working out the final details with them. I
To switch-
understand.
Switch
Yeah,
over.
there's still a few items that aren't completely switched over.
We're still down on 75%.
mm-hmm. I got you. Yeah.
$2,000. Page.
One or two of 19. One of 19. Very first page.
No. 27, actually. Election software, there was one that stood out here.
Oh, gotcha.
GFL recycling 6829, that's about what we pay every month.
Millage covers that.
If you look. More mechanical's a big one there, that's the parts for the HVAC system,
That's the equipment itself,
Right.
57,000.
the rooftops, yeah. They've been storing them all winter for us. I don't know if they can get a crane in here anytime soon.
You saw?
And the Spicer bill. Page 13 invoice. That was bills from November, was it November, December, January? That were missed in previous claims audit.
So those are the,
Engineering on the Grand Lake,
yeah, two biggies.
54,491.
34,762. It's four. Yep.
And we have a total amount of claims out of $179,159.16. A month
Make a motion to pay the claims as presented. Support.
in that amount.
Yes, sir.
Any discussion? Further discussion? Good.
No.
Roll call vote on please.
Flip Talini,
Yes.
Robert Presque.
Yeah.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Gary. The time citizens appearing before the board. Obviously, the Historical Society is on the agenda. We
Right,
amended
so
the
it-
agenda, so,
So that's broad.
correct.
That it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's timer?
Does anybody else have anything else to discuss?
Mine in the truck. Did I?
Hearing none. We'll move on to unfinished business.
No worries.
Is there any unfinished business? There's none listed on the agenda. Airport insurance, then, new business. Obviously, he's not here, is he?
No, sir.
Is he?
I'll see it, yeah. So,
Oh,
go for it.
Hide
now?
You want to speak to the? You
wanna
want to
tell us
speak to
about
this?
You guys got it all in the packet, it's self-explanatory. Goes in the hanger, obviously, we've got the hanger keepers with the got a couple options, and the biggest thing we have to decide on is whether you want our insurance to be primary or secondary. Secondary is what we have now, being almost 2,900.
Secondary after there.
That's after their insurance. If you want ours to be primary, then you're looking at a boost up to about $10,000 or $11,000. The only problem being is if their insurance doesn't cover damage, let's say the road collapses, you've got a $5 million airplane in there.
So you,
We would be the person that they would probably subrogate the claim to if that person was underinsured or something like that.
so how would our secondary policy work?
Our secondary policy would cover in the event of their insurance would pay first. Anything above and beyond, we would pay up to our insurance company would pay up to the $3 million. More than likely with insurance companies, especially in aviation, they're probably gonna subrogate any claim. So even if they have primary, their insurance company will probably try to claim from our insurance company anyway. That's kind of how it works.
So how would that work if the hangar collapsed and we had secondary and their insurance company deferred it to us because they weren't gonna claim it? Would our secondary insurance cover that?
Not a $5 million, we covered up to $3 million.
3 million?
And it would be a secondary consideration. If we were primary, then they would probably go to our insurance company for it, and if we didn't have enough, we would still be.
3 minutes.
So are we talking all hangars or just the new?
No,
one?
we're just talking the big hangar.
So how many planes will fit in the new hangar?
One big one, 4 small ones.
What are we talking value on?
Aggregate value, it depends on an aircraft. One fellow comes in here with the one King Air. No, that's probably $9 million, $11 million aircraft. With some of the small singles, you're seeing small, safe, new aircraft coming out that are in excess of $1 million. Like twins would be in excess of $1 million or $2 million. You know,
So 3 million, $3 million worth of coverage would be in the middle.
Adequate.
you know, the only solution would be obviously is the purpose of the hangar is to bring revenue, so you certainly don't want to deny use in the hangar because of that. But my plan, my hopes are that that hangar would probably more than likely be unavailable if everything goes right, having that filled with aircraft, transient or base aircraft. So the goal wasn't to get transient aircraft, have that, the goal is to have that filled with base aircraft. So in essence, I think the only time we'd really have to be worrying about something would be in the winter. If a large airplane came in and can't find hangar space up north and they know we have it, they may contact us. But on the other side of the coin, we can talk insurance and aircraft all day long. More than likely, if somebody's got a $9 or $10 million or $5 million aircraft, they probably have it insured, covered from that full amount. I know the companies I flew for did.
Yeah.
And the only case we have to worry about is some big claim.
Well, this is the board thing, 3 million claims that the coverage is adequate.
I do.
It's a brand new building. I mean, it has to be a complete catastrophe. And the snow load it's built to snow.
It's built, we're in excess of the snow load we have. It's engineered above beyond the required.
You survived this year.
Well, yeah, it just got tested.
Yeah, we all survived this year, so.
Yeah, key went off, got 30 feet of snow went through the year.
On that.
So is there a motion to renew the insurance on
Is
that
that
new
for-
hangar?
Is that for this option? We know,
2718,
so moved.
Second,
or is it the 2718 or is it the? Yeah, all right.
the 3 million is 10,573, the 1 million is 2718.
That's it, if we were primary. And
Right.
11,000 quotes are if we move to having this, our insurance be primary, that's second.
Okay.
So the 2718 is what? In coverage, 3 million limit.
Each aircraft limit is $1 million, each loss limit is, or 3 million, and each loss limit is 3 million.
All right. That's the motion we have.
$2,718.
I would support that. Is there any more discussion? From the board? Roll call the vote then on that.
That's good with me.
Yep.
Thank you, Al.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes.
Robert Britsky,
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yes,
Cliff Tweenie.
Yes. Motion's carried. You're insured. Point and pay invoices. Line for payment. What do we got?
This one come in late,
Point and pay?
that one come in late.
Yeah, it was added to it
Like-
came in at the finance. meeting.
That is the register of deeds
Their new system.
It's a,
online basis.
Yes. And they can do checks. E-checks.
That's just the register of deed though.
Yeah,
no,
What?
that's everybody and this is a
Everybody.
one-off.
Oh, it's everybody?
Yeah.
In building is on?
Yeah, it includes everyone.
Oh, it's everyone.
The
Yeah.
question is what, if we're doing that, and then what did they want? Where did we want to take the funds from?
Well, we have to amend it coming out of treasury.
you would.
We just have to amend the line. She has money in her budget to. However, we'll just have to amend the line item.
Hold a minute. I make a motion, we pay invoice PNP 11804-00-0126-11-01 to Point and Pay of Oldsmar, Florida, in the amount of $1,500.
Second.
We have a motion of support. Any further discussion on this? To come out of the treasury, pay out of the treasury budget.
It was just the, and then when we go to,
We talked about it there. I mean, it's to come out of there, we just amend one of her line items. She can move the money from one line item to the other to make. it.
she was just wondering at that point where, when, which one?
She may have to create a new one.
Was the magic.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote, because that's money.
Yep.
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Robert Britsky,
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes,
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Cliff Talini.
Yes. Okay. Next on new business, number 3. Separate tax limitation proposal. Maybe to recycle here. Tax limitation proposal. This needs to be renewed for next year. Is that the 5 or 7 bills?
0.2.
this point two.
0.20, rather.
Where's the say 0.2 on the resolution? It says 5.7 county. Now, this
You
is-
said the recycling?
No,
No,
we're on tax
Oh,
limitation.
I apologize.
The one bill is to cover the administration fee for all the townships that turn in. Okay, 5.7 to the county, then the intermediate schools is 0.26. To get it on the ballot this year, so if it doesn't pass on the August primary, you can go to the November election. So you don't run short in next year. So what we need, I'm entertaining a motion to adopt a resolution. What number is this one?
4.
What,
2026-04.
It would be.
what
yeah,
one are we on now?
It would be 4.
Fourth one? Yes. 04.
04.
Is there a motion to adopt resolution 2604-04? Resolution approving submission of ballot proposal, separate tax limitation. Motion to adopt.
Did you make?
I make a motion, we adopt the
Support.
resolution.
Second.
I have a second. You got it. Any further discussion on the resolution? Roll call vote, please. Resolution.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Cliff Talini,
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes,
Robin Hughes,
Yeah.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Declare the resolution adopted. They're gonna sign that. yeah. Next on the agenda is resolution for the recycling program services millage. renewal proposal with increase.
I thought equally, oh. You're ahead of yourself, equalization of business first. This number, that's 6,
We're on number 4 right now, right?
We're on 4.
we're on 4. Oh, I'm sorry.
Recycle. You're throwing me curves. I
There it is.
think I'm losing you there.
Oh, that's me that's losing it.
No, I might be.
Photo finish.
This is what we discussed at the last meeting, this resolution.
This will be oh.
This expires this year, so it has, this would be 05. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, motion to adopt this resolution. To renew the recycling county.
I'd like to make a motion, renew the recycling contract.
Support.
You know, motion support. Get that
Unchanged, basically.
discussion.
It's just basically unchanged.
Well, there's a, was it about 25-cent increase?
No, not this year.
Not this year. It still stated it could have went up to 3,
Right.
but you kept it the same.
That's 0.2 mils.
Mhm.
And we're allowed
22 mils, 20 cents for every 1,000 SCV. Or taxable, excuse me. Any more discussion?
What's the resolution number on this one?
05.
05.
5? Okay.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote.
Robert Presque,
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Cliff Talini,
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Declare the resolution 2026-05 adopted. Carried. By insurance for foreclosed homes approval.
actually. Val asked to redact that, she,
Oh, she's not here. Guess we're scratching 5.
Yeah, it was scratched on mine. Pre-scratch.
Not on mine. Then 5 would move up to equalization report. David.
I plan ahead.
Hi, Dave.
Good evening.
Dave.
I'd like to present the 2026 equalization report for the first expensive of 29.5, including 11.34, which requires the board to meet in April for equalization. This report includes the 2026 assessed and state equalized values for each township and city in the county. Total state and state equalized assessed values, real and personal, for 2026 is $1,664,999,900. Which is up 11.26% from last year. The SEV for real property is $1,488,000,000, with the 28,000. Up 9.59% from last year. The personal property is $175,379,900, up 27.79% from last year. And this is basically the increases in the utilities. That the new power lines that they're bringing in and stuff.
Does it include
Solar.
solar too?
Yep. And agricultural plant is at $107,118,100, up 4.13%. Commercial is at $47,256,600, up 5.11%. Industrial is at $30,395,900, up 2.62%. Residential is $1,303,931,000, up 10.41%. There were no factors in any of the townships or cities in the county this year. And this year's total includes veterans exemptions of $14,081,800 for the SED. And taxable is $9,028,945. So you subtract that off the board. And the estimated taxable value for the county is $1,106,524,000, up 8.44% from last year. Any questions?
So we've exceeded the rate of inflation.
Yeah.
And this is a reflection on new builds, increase in value of existing builds.
Taxable value went up to 2.7%, I think it's 2.7, 2.6%. But then on cappings, if somebody buys it, it comes on cap, so that makes it
Right.
higher. And in new construction.
I know my taxables. went up.
Yeah, we've had, 3 straight years of record building activity in the
Yeah,
county.
yeah, that brings up the tax bill there quite a bit.
Yep.
Do you have,
Last year, the tax bill increase was 14.3%, so it's down from last year a little bit.
do you have the percentage on increase or decrease of veteran exemptions?
Exemptions, yeah, they're up.
What, don't I have a percentage though?
The veterans,
Yeah. More people are getting
Yeah, more
exemptions.
people. There's a, there's quite a few veterans exemptions out there, it's amazing.
more
Yeah,
people are aware of it too.
well, yeah,
Yeah. over
10
time.
years ago, nobody knew about it.
Right.
When they come to our board of review and the township and they notify them, and then that's,
Yeah,
we pick it up.
there's some big places that have veterans exemptions on, yeah.
Yeah. But it's been a strong couple of years for growth
Oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of new construction.
compared to what we're used to.
Yep, and there's a lot of sales too, so they have something on cap for that thing stuff up too. They're down, I noticed they're down this year.
Yeah.
The sales are not coming down.
The personal property is up almost 30% too.
Yeah,
now.
and that's because of the. All
Solar
the
farm.
power lines they're putting in and stuff, that's all.
Solar
Oh,
farm is
the-
all personal
yeah.
property.
Probably all the new construction from Pi too, it's
Right.
upgrading their
Right,
plant.
yeah. Yep,
Cause the solar farm's all personal property.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was, I think 62 million last year it came on to or something, so.
And that's taxed at a rate of. That's a question.
It's
Personal
taxed.
property.
That's personal property, and they get an exemption for school tax, I think.
Right.
They pay six mils instead of 18.
Right.
they just pay on their taxable value,
Yeah.
whatever the plants.
$6 a thousand,
It's probably half of that anyway.
Yeah.
so $380,000 in additional taxes. Coming out of the solar farm.
I mean, I did some calculations and it's about. Over 400,000, 450,000. Or 450 million. I'm sorry, 450,000. More tax dollars for a county.
As a result of the solar farm.
Well,
Well, that's- that's-
Presque's had to go up, cause I know they were at,
Yeah.
they had at least 1,500,000, didn't they?
Yeah.
Huh. Any other questions from Dave?
I make a motion, we accept the report from equalization for 2026. For MCL 209.5 and 211.24.
Motion and support.
Thank you.
Any other discussion then? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. This is the original. And sign that. Did you want, you sticking around or did you want?
I'll take it.
Okay. Next on the agenda. What do you got next on 7?
Recycling.
Recycling agreement.
Yeah. We had a recycling, there's a recycling agreement with Emmett County. Is basically the same, it's the same language as last year, the only difference is the board has to decide if they want to do it for 1 year again. Or 3 years,
And our millage is good for 1 more year, right?
maybe have it renewed this year, so it'll be good for 3.
We have to go back to the voters this fall with this.
Now they're gonna vote on it this fall.
What do
But,
you recommend, Mr. Chairman, 1 year or 3 years?
well, the good thing about the 3 years, what I asked her was. The cost
Locks in the rate.
locked in the rates, so. I would recommend 3 years myself.
I agree.
It'll have to go, once we approve it, it'll go back to them. Their board signs off, then it'll go to the Emmett County Commissioners. And they'll sign off, then it'll come back to the final signature.
A second.
So Robin made a motion to. Enter into the agreement.
I seconded it. And authorize the chair to sign.
Any more discussion? On a 3-year deal? Roll call vote, please.
Cliff Talini,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes.
Robert Presque,
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yeah,
Carried. number 7, 8,
8.
the historical society.
Yep.
This historical society resolution. Somebody want us to come and speak to this?
Did you guys get to read over the document?
Just the language. Whereas Presque County.
Never step up.
0.25 mils.
Yes, mine. Here, it's not me. Yeah.
Shall the county authorize to levy this? How these funds will run through the county?
Yes, they'll run through the county and it's all, been pre-decided how that will be done in the language, of the agreement that is in that package with. That we would like you to, go into with us as the historical partnership, Presque. The historical partnership is made up of the lore, the Presque County Museum and the area historical. We did ask for the other historical, societies in the area, the other museums to join us in this, but that we're not interested for one reason or the other. A lot of it is how they're funded. The- this would allow us to be able to continue the work that we do, which is preserving the history of our communities and of our county. It would give us money to be able to update things. It would be able to allow us to, fund renovations and just keeping our buildings at the levels that they're at. There's a lot of work that we would like to do, but honestly, as you know, the money is limited, and this would give us money to work with that we could expand our programming in.
So the county, that there's an agreement, the county has to enter into an agreement with the store. Where's
Did you
that?
get that? Did you get that document? It's called,
The language.
Resolution.
How's we got the resolution?
Isn't this something after the vote?
That's what I was gonna say, doesn't that go to the?
That does, but we have an
Here.
agreement with it's called Agreement for Historical Preservation. And that would lay out everything that our expectations are, what your expectations for us would be, and what our expectations for the county board would be. And that is pretty much just, it's all laid out how the money would be divvied up between the different museums. And that would go through the county would get the taxes and then would divide that up between us. At
Okay.
So
on
that
a
would have,
designated,
that would have to go through the voters, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this is what,
Yeah.
it goes to the vote.
there.
I kind of like to study the agreement that you have to enter into. If it passes, before you vote on the resolution.
Right.
Depending on what our revenue.
You don't have. the language.
20-page IRS report that we all have to do every year. It's called a 990. And the Lore Museum and the Presque Historical Museum have had a millage for the last 5 years with the city. And what we've done is given our 990, all 20 pages to the city treasurer, and based on a line which is total income revenue, the split is made percentage wise then between the organizations. And that's how we're proposing it with this agreement with the historical partnership, where we're looking at county and Onaway is being added to the partnership.
At 0.25 mils, what's it estimated this would generate per?
What's that generate for revenue, he wants to know.
We don't know what the county tax income is, so we don't know ourselves. I know that
0.0002.
So it's 25 cents per 1,000.
What's the recycling? Is that 0.25?
0.2.
0.2?
0.
that's what it was. with the
Recycling
city.
generates about 100,000, don't it?
221.
221,000?
Mhm.
So you're
But
talking probably,
0.25,
Oh, that's 0.20.
yeah, but at 0.25,
probably $250,000.
Yeah,
just there short of $250,000 per year.
I know ballpark with the city. It was around 50 to 60,000
About that, yeah.
divided between the
Yeah.
two.
And this would be 230,000
that's ballpark.
divided by three.
So with the cities, they would get it around 300-some thousand dollars.
Yeah,
Just when's the deadline that this has to go to the canvassers to review and the election committee?
16th.
We're looking to get it on the ballot in August, the primary.
I realize that.
can we table this till our next meeting and review?
So
the
we can
document?
review that.
We don't
We
have-
never got the agreement the county has to
And your
enter.
next meeting is that in a time frame to get it on the August?
That's what I'm
ballot?
trying to find out. When does it have to be in?
I thought they said May something,
May 16th.
Yeah, our meeting's that we got the Friday at the end of the month, last Friday.
I think it's 28. isn't it?
Still made in April.
Yeah, it's early this month. That's plenty of time.
We could be back. You have 12 members here.
Well, we need a copy of the agreement. The county's gonna.
She sent that. Piper, did you get that? Amber sent that over. Amber sent it to.
I do have that agreement, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's 2 weeks out. We'll take. a
We
look at
just
it.
got this today, the resolution.
That was it.
Can I have a copy of that? Or make copy? Oh, you have it?
Mhm.
We'll take copies of this thing. We can act on this. We can table this and act on our next meeting. That's plenty of time.
You good with that?
Does the Board
You're
of
making a
Canvass,
face.
the election
No, it's
committee
fine.
has to review the language, the Board of
Don't
Canvassers have to. By May what?
17th.
17th?
You said April 24th is your next meeting?
Yes, so that's it.
Last Friday, last Friday of the month,
Morning or after? 9:30.
9:30 AM.
Again, just for the value of this is the history. Our history that we're looking to preserve and to be able to continue to operate our museums, have new exhibits, yada, yada, yada. So
Is any of this money if this passes, any of this money gonna be used cost sharing land grant projects?
Are you talking about like
Do you have any great projects?
the restoration?
Well, I understand that. What's going right now will be finished, and there's no funding for the land grant from the state this year. But if there is some would this money be eligible to be used for
Match.
cost share on them grants?
I don't know. I don't know the answer. I know part of the land bank for the last one, our share was the 76,100.
Yeah, I know, you guys got
And we had
donations.
to come up with that, so, I guess if that money's in our coffers, then we could put it up, you know.
You'll have to
Part of our
read what
share.
the grant says, you know. But yeah, we can table this and act on it at our last meeting of the month then. Just to give us a chance to see the agreement we're gonna get into.
100% behind museums. I'd be inclined to vote for this in a heartbeat.
The county wants to at least review it. Know what they're
keep
getting.
the heart beating for a few more weeks.
Thanks, and we based it on the city millage, which was for lack of a, just make it as simple as possible. You get the 990 forms, percentage wise of the total, you split the millage the same way. So if,
Right, but you must have entered into the similar agreement.
right,
It's being a
Right.
partner with them.
Yep.
And that's what we need to discuss and read.
And basically the county's role in it would just be to.
Fiduciary.
like a split.
Yeah.
Be the fiduciary of the funds.
And keep 10%.
And just one more question I got. You said each museum gets a percentage. And how is that percentage arrived at?
Whatever our revenue is off of our 990s.
I mean, it's split 33, 33,
So,
33.
percentage of, add up all the totals of the 990s.
That would be the
And
income
then
that we
each one
made.
gets whatever percentage of that total on their sheet. So if we had, say, ours was, say, 25%, 25%, 50%, it was 100% of the total of the 990.
They get this.
We would get 25% of the millage, on we would get 25.
What's the figure, what's used to calculate the figures on the 990s? Is it SCV or population or what?
It's whatever money that we bring in.
Yes, IRS,
That's no difference than your income tax.
yeah,
But it's the income taxes for a
yeah.
nonprofit.
Nonprofit.
And again, it's an IRS 20-page report, so you're accurate.
Yeah.
No fudging.
All right,
Thank you for your report.
You have any other questions?
We'll do our
Besides
homework and
coach
get
here.
back 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You do have that, though, we can get. Alright.
Probably in our inbox.
Huh? Well, we need more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Barry.
I will see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.
You just need a little time to read it. Okay. Now I got it.
EDC.
Let's keep clear out, quiet them down a little.
Mhm.
We got somebody that applied for these. I guess we can pass it, right? I've already read it.
Two of them or one?
Next on the agenda is the EDC appointment. One person, Rob found
Is it nominations or appointments?
nomination,
Nomination. Right, okay.
nomination to be appointed.
Yeah.
We have,
You
how many
read it,
people
though.
on the EDC?
Give them times to read it.
It's my recruit. Mr. Chairman, we have room for how many people?
5.
Lots.
We need more.
We need 6 more,
You'll have to screw me in sometime.
Huh?
6 more.
6 more, I believe. Let me see.
This would be 5 more after this.
We have,
Letter of interest came to address to Chairman Tellini. Letters to express my interest in serving in the EDC. I understand there is a few openings I would like to be considered below as my biography. Property owner in Presque County, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Resource Management, Arizona State. 1983 to 90 land manager at Arizona State Land Department. 90 to 2001 director of property management for Salt River Project. 02 to 06 served on Presque County EDC, so she's a past member.
Who
Served
are you
at-
talking, Joe? Who are you talking? about?
Oh, her name is
Linda Taylor.
Linda Taylor.
Taylor. She wishes to be placed in nomination. Where's she from? My township. Presque. You gonna put her in nomination, Bob? Yeah. We have to make a formal.
we're gonna have to nominate her. You done reading it?
I didn't finish reading it, but yeah, I got it.
It's gonna let you finish. The after, if we nominate her and appoint her, we need 5 more. Somewhere out, spread out over the county. Some business.
Right now, we have how many on the EDC that? We have
3.
5 or 4 right now.
This will be 4.
That'll be 4.
Make sure we're.
They need what for a-
TC, because that's what.
No.
Gary work.
No,
They open.
They actually, they
It's in
need
Presque.
10 people.
Quorum?
No, they need 10 people.
Right, but a
9.
quorum is what, 5?
Her son runs it now.
Is it 9?
Quorum be 6? Right now, they don't have.
You can't lower the amount of people that are on. You can't just,
Right. I'm just saying.
you can't just nominate a quorum and then nobody shows up. They can't have a meeting.
Yeah, nobody.
1, 2, 3,
I'm all in favor.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 people on it.
Okay.
And we
a
have,
meeting and only 3 show up, is that considered?
and currently we have 1, 2,
Don't they have to have 5 then?
3, and this will be the 4th person. We need 6 more.
I'll be able to place their nomination formally.
You gonna nominate her?
I would like to nominate Linda Taylor for a position on the EDC board.
Second.
Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations?
I move that we close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for Linda Taylor.
I support that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. She's a good contact her. That's one
I
more.
can text her.
It's getting really hard to find people.
What about Jaren?
Just have her call me.
What about Jaren or you? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not anymore.
What about Brian?
You can't even.
I'll talk to Brian. I'll ask. I'll stop.
Sheboygan County.
Oh,
That's in
Oh, he lives in Sheboygan. That's right on the other side of the, oh geez, Riverbend. There, at least Moran out too.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have next here? Times for that, you got that, straight, that's it. Committee reports.
I'm done the next meeting.
Same for courthouse and grounds personnel.
Personnel. Special appointments, special committee appointment reports. Give a short one on the Rangers. You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been asked and we've generated, Piper and I have generated, authorization to release information. For our, county provided health insurance policies to get competitive quotes. And, I would request authorization for Piper and I to sign these release letters. Allowing our current carrier to release our census data, not names, but census data, so that we can get competitive quotes from other companies. That's what I'm requesting.
I so move
That's normal.
I support your motion.
to sign and, yeah, she mentioned that at the meeting yesterday. She needed authorization.
Yeah, that's.
Any more discussion? Roll call vote, please.
All right, Joe Libby.
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Robert Presque.
Yes.
Cliff Talini,
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes. Piper, I've signed the second one. Yours is on top there.
I'm gonna speak a little to that, what we talked about, Commissioner comments too. Road commission meeting. Accounts payable paid and the April 1st was $250,921. We had. Give you a little bit of report. Canada Creek over Canada Creek Huron's Pine project, Eagle permit has been approved. Project consists of removing the existing 40-foot culvert, 7-foot diameter. And replace it with 45-foot, 8-foot diameter again. So, and Huron Pines is paying for the culvert. Which would be about
And
$50,000.
failures in that culvert?
About $50,000 from the culvert. All of this year's salt orders are done. And 2027 salt has been ordered. There's salt left over, so we're stockpiling salt.
Yeah.
At this price, if it's gonna go up,
Expensive this year.
I'm just gonna hit the highlights.
Couldn't find it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They passed on joining the Rural Road Alliance. They sent an application to us. They're from the UP, Rural Road Alliance. They wanted $10,000 to join it. It's basically the same thing as Cram's already doing for us. And we didn't think there'd be any benefit. They didn't think there'd be any benefit in joining it. We have 9-inch boards out of the Grand Lake Dam right now, and we will remain until we reach the legal level again.
It's running flat right now.
Yeah, lots of water.
Lots of water.
Emmett County has a different way of dealing with broken mailboxes too. They instead of sending a guy out there like we do, buying the mailbox, sending the guy out there, spending. It's like $200 by the time you send the guy out there and all the
Yeah.
mailbox. What they're doing is they're buying the mailbox, and they're gonna adopt this too. Buying the mailbox and the post, and they do about 30 a year under hit.
Mine's on the ground right now.
Mine got whacked too.
They'll buy the post and the mailbox, and the owners put it in.
Happy to do
It
it.
seems to be working good, so, and the cost will be around $54, so.
Yeah, my mailbox is indestructible. It's just a post. Snap.
From the heavy stuff.
Yeah, I
last one.
pushed it against it, yeah.
Spicer has been awarded our bridge model surveyor. This is mandated by the state. So they're gonna do it, but then they declined a third-party review on the Lost Lake moving of the road. They declined, they wanted to get a third-party engineer to look at it. To kind of separate our engineer
And liability and
away from the whole project on the Ellenberg Road moving. That's it. Federal projects. 90% of the projects to do it yourself. They're gonna do something different with the federal money on the federal projects. They take a 10% hit on the funds. And then the county will do the project themselves. And they figure the 10% that they'll lose will more than, they'll spend way more than that on engineering on the projects, because they gotta use the state engineers. So
It'll actually save money in the long
Yeah.
run.
there'll be more revenue for them to do projects with.
Ability to cover more miles, more.
I also we got more revenue came in from, I guess, 1.6 or 1.7 million. I ain't got the chart here, but I'm gonna get you guys a copy so you can take it to your townships. Cause they got it broken out on the miles of road and size of the township. And this money is not cost share to be used for road projects. So townships don't have to cost share it, so they just can come up with a plan. Alice and Case, or they were at the top, and I think Alice was like $197,000. So I want to get these out. You guys can go to your township and give it to them. You can go to all the townships you cover. I'm gonna cover Behringer, North Alice, and
Yeah, I got Mulkey, Case,
Sure.
Belknap, Metz. What was it?
Yeah,
you got Case too, and I can never figure that out.
right.
It's right next door to us.
Based on census.
It was redistrict.
Yeah.
Baker's does.
I got through the middle.
But what I'm gonna do is I'll make a copy of that and I'll send it out to all the commissioners so you get a hold of.
Yeah, good.
Your town, go to your township meetings and at least let them be aware of this money's here. Get some projects lined up. And that's it for the report. Of this. Shit. You want to make one? Give it back to me though, when you're done. Please.
Mr. Chairman, we have District Health Department 4. We've come into a couple of very good grants. It looks like we're gonna finally end up a year in the black instead of in the red for a change. And that's welcome news.
Yeah, I was at all the meetings. And we're hired back,
Chelsea Engel.
well, we hired back another sanitarian because
Oh, yeah.
there's no way.
Zach can cover them.
Well, ours didn't get. This is good news. Our sanitarian here does 70% of all the work. If you can believe this,
Yeah.
he's more than paying for what he does.
It's that Zach.
But Alpena's got 3, is it? Yeah, and they took one from Sheboygan. And Sheboygan needs another one because our guy's going up there and filling in for. So we had enough money to hire this one sanitarian back. And they gave a 4% increase to the workers. They're not really paid a lot. The money was there. I think we came to the plus like $160,000.
And then a lot of them are doing double duty right now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We clawed back out of the loss of revenue, but it was $1.2 million. It was
Yep.
taken back. It wasn't lost. It was clawed.
Right.
You have anything else to add to it?
Not on that, no.
Got a big TV report from Dr. Meyerson though. He's starting to become aware of the tuberculosis problem.
Yeah.
Any other committee reports? Commissioners comment.
On Tuesday, Mr. Chairman, 4 of us sat in on a meeting with the short-term rentals, the high school. And I guess my question is now, what is our plan going forward now that we got input from those folks?
Well, we're gonna have schedule a special meeting and then specifically for this.
Yep.
And you
And
say a special meeting, like commissioners only?
commissioners, open meeting, but commissioners.
Okay,
Did we get any confirmation on what townships or cities already have one? Like,
No, but I kind of went through and it looks to me like Alice Township has their own zoning, Craco has it, so does Presque. Presque also has an ordinance. a
As does
short-term
Roger City and Iowa.
Roger City has, one, Onaway has their own zoning. Anybody that has their zoning, even if it doesn't address short-term rentals, is still their jurisdiction. Onaway. Roger City,
And it's
Posen has their own,
zoning,
yep. And I didn't think Miller
Presque,
has it,
no,
no,
Presque,
Presque has their own, I mentioned that.
yeah,
Craco,
Craco, all exempt from this and have their own is Craco, Presque, Alice Township, Roger City, Onaway, Posen. Six,
That's,
that's six.
Mets don't have.
What's that lead?
do they?
Yeah.
Malky, that's
No, they.
North Alice,
Rogers,
Behringer,
Behringer's, that has most
we
problems.
got 14 townships and maybe only 5.
Behringer,
covered.
Hayes Township,
Okay.
Bismarck,
No,
found that. Pulaski,
and those that weren't present, at the public hearing on Monday, almost exclusively, we had about 26 people speak. And with 100% in support, even those that owned Airbnbs or short-term rental properties said, yes, we understand that it's needed. Don't punish those of us that are good at it and handle it appropriately. But something is needed to regulate this. We heard some pretty major horror stories.
yeah,
And without any teeth in this ordinance, it will continue and maybe even get worse. So the local representation's big. I'll have an extensive report. I was consolidating my notes already for when we hold the special meeting. I'll clear it with all of you as what those notes, and if you see anything that I didn't cover. I kept real good notes.
ironically. Quite a few of the people that talk are in a different jurisdiction.
Yeah,
They are,
And it won't even
they
affect them.
are affected.
But the figures were off that were presented to us, of how many are Airbnb.
It was low.
there are. It was really low.
Yeah.
I mean, our zoning administrator, just in our jurisdiction, is figuring he's already at 150.
Yeah.
60 of them.
Well, we're using the Presque short-term rental ordinance as a model. When we revamp it, we will insert county of Presque in place of wherever it's versus Presque.
No, this is our ordinance.
It's our ordinance.
Already.
How would we identify ourselves? The county of Presque,
Yep,
that's our ordinance.
it's our ordinance. It's the county ordinance.
All right.
And those that already have their own zoning, would be
Yeah.
exempt from.
so these six.
See, the reason we went this route was because to do it at the planning commission level, there would have been a lot of people grandfathered in that could have challenged it and they would be exempt. You know, if you have 150 people in your jurisdiction and you write something in zoning right now into your plan, when you update the plan, 10 people are grandfathered in. They'll do as they want. They won't even abide to your ordinance. So.
And I understand it completely. To comment on this, you have two homeowners on Lake Huron, and the 100-foot lot separating them gets purchased by an investor, an out-of-town investor, who buys a Amish-built cabin, not fit for occupancy, not of the square foot. They call it a little home.
No utilities,
No septic.
no
They
occupancy,
had electricity,
No septic.
no occupancy permit,
no occupancy permit, no sewage, no water.
start renting.
And rented it out as a rustic spot on Lake Huron. And what did these say? 9 people showed up in 4 different vehicles and tents and pop-up campers and a boat or 2, and parked those boats on the adjacent properties and went out on the road and partied like rock stars for a week.
Yeah.
It's impinging upon private landowners. And you would think that zoning would have some say in that, but we have nothing in place. And that's what this ordinance would do. Put something in place that we will be able to regulate that to a certain extent. So.
And
Gives
even
the
if we
sheriff
put
some
some-
guidelines.
Even if we put something in zoning, these people that are doing it prior to this are gonna continue because they don't have to
Right, but
adhere to the ordinance.
they can be shut down after 3 violations.
Yeah, 3 strikes, you're out.
There was a couple horror stories. The one guy was really upset. I mean, he's been living,
He
living,
really was.
A
oh,
nightmare,
he's living a nightmare.
yeah.
The drones
The drones all buzzing him and
sitting on his deck.
and then
drinking
there's the
coffee,
whole
drones
idea of the
looking at him.
woman that went swimming. That was ridiculous too.
Yeah.
I don't even want to comment on that.
Nope. Anyway, enough on that. I'm good.
So that is their commissioners' comments. Any more commissioners? Oh, that was committee man. No,
It was
that's
Commissioner,
comments.
yeah.
Other government officials, we have none here, don't we? Except for
Dave,
Dave, Dave's good.
Dave did good.
He always does good. It's gonna be greatly missed when he leaves.
he's not leaving, ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't leave.
Just have him involved.
Is there any correspondence? We handed the correspondence out. There. Is there a motion for payroll then?
Like to make a motion for payroll.
So move or support
We
rather.
have a motion support for payroll. Roll call, please.
Robert Presque,
Yes.
Cliff Delaney,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yeah.
Joe Liver.
Yes. Motion to adjourn.
Support. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Meeting's adjourned.
New York, New York.
He made it back from Detroit.
Thank you.
The big numbers you're dealing with.
We're getting bigger every year.
Yeah, when I was in the,